So we're back in Fort Lauderdale today. The 5000 has been running over 10 months now. It's looking really fantastic. And this time of year, be it August, is really the beginning of the heyday of hurricane season. And we're gonna go create a hurricane today. We're gonna siphon the bottom. We're gonna blast the reef and put everything into suspension just like a hurricane does. Okay, let's go check it out. Whoa! So Gio is magneting the front a little bit, and we're really at a significant point now with the aquarium. I had planted some really larger aquaporas that we got from some good friends of ours up in Orlando. And you can see the significant size of some of these acros, like this one, like those up there, like these over here. And it's just intense how tremendous the aquarium is doing now. Coralline algae everywhere, great polyp extension on the acros. We've got a stabilized KH of about 8.4, 8.6, nothing higher than 9. But we're getting to that point where most areas are filled in with a coral or corals growing. But today I'm gonna go in, hit the gravel really good, and then blast the reef. You'll see how it works, and Gio can probably give a little interpretation as we go.
Typically, before I dive, I stretch. Super important to stretch, especially at a young age of 35 for me. You gotta be careful.
So I'm going to scrub the back wall a little bit. There's some spots where there's still a little bit of turf algae that they coralline grow. There's probably coralline behind it. I'll do that first. And then we're going to siphon the bottom with the nozzle.
What we try to do here to establish a natural environment is to mimic the ocean as much as possible, or mimic nature. So Jeff's in there right now. He's actually a little hermit crab eating away at all the little detritus or algae that grows inside that gravel. We have this other hose that is gonna blast water to the reef. I know you guys all think, oh, hurricanes are bad. You know, they do a lot of destruction, but in the reef and in nature, and what they do is they come in and blow any of that detritus that's built in the rocks. Yeah, they also break some corals and break certain things in order to make way for newer corals to grow. It's very similar to forest fires. Forest fires are also very deadly and bad, but they eat away all the underbrush and clean away things so you have more nutrients and proper growth for other corals to come in behind. So we got category 5, Jeff Turner in the tank there going at it. Right now he's siphoning out at the bottom, but pretty soon you'll see all the stuff being blown away. Look at all that detritus, all that nastiness. Just pulled it all out. It's like liquid gold. Little cocoa pods and everything.
So we're gonna go into hurricane mode. That's right, Hurricane Jeff is about to happen.
So we did the dive about 45 minutes ago, and you can still see plenty of sedimentation, which is more of a white color at this point, into suspension. The fish are swimming all around, super healthy, waiting for their food. I'm gonna feed them in a minute. But I siphoned the entire floor. I blasted the entire rockscape with a 1-inch hose, really pulled out a lot of stuff that was kind of settles into the rocks. And it's always good to put this stuff into the solution and have it really cleaning the aquarium up is really what we're doing. But you got to get it in suspension. It doesn't just dissipate by itself. The corals are doing super fantastic. The fish are doing great. It's just stupendous here at a little more than 10 months or so.
The overall process of creating such a significant reef aquarium is very involved. It takes many years of experience, and taking and applying that experience to all phases of the project, from the initial design of the aqua roche rock to fit into this 5,000-gallon aquarium, to its placement into the aquarium, to getting it secured so none of it falls over, the initial watering of the aquarium with salt water and live rock, biology, cured live rock being added into the aquarium, biological cycling of the aquarium, the addition of the very first fish, being patient and then adding some of the first corals, establishing some coralline algae growing on the barren rock to get to the point where it becomes a colonized reef with biology, bacteria, and micro and major nutrients in the water, to stabilization of calcium, alkalinity, magnesium, to coral growth and coralline growth over everything. We've taken now in total close to a year of overall time to get to the point we are now. And it's, in my perspective, very fast and difficult to attain in such a large aquarium in such an expedient fashion. But we have invested a lot of time into this aquarium, and the end results show how fabulous it really is.
So we had a Category 1 hurricane this past Friday on the dive of siphoning the gravel and blasting the whole reef off. And you can see this morning on Monday how just gin clear the aquarium is, how happy the corals are and the fish. You can see the tremendous polyp extension we're having on the acroporas. Now they're super happy. There was a lot of suspended matter that went into solution. Fish are doing phenomenal. All the corals are growing super well. On Monday, you can see how the fish are waiting to be fed.